Men over 50, let me ask you something. What if I told you there is a single spot on your body that, when treated the right way, could send a rush of fresh blood to your most intimate areas, restore sensitivity, and help you wake up feeling like you did 20 years ago? As the years go by, it's natural to notice changes. Maybe things don't feel as sensitive as they used to, or perhaps the confidence you once had in the bedroom has started to wane. It's a common experience, but it's one that many men feel they have to accept in silence, assuming it's just an inevitable part of getting older. It can be frustrating and can affect not just your intimate life, but your overall sense of vitality and self-esteem. But what if that wasn't the full story? What if there was a simple, natural routine, using a common oil you might even have in your home right now, that could help bring back that confidence and performance? I'm not talking about expensive pills with a long list of side effects, or complicated gadgets that feel more like a chore than a solution. This is a technique rooted in ancient wisdom, yet backed by an understanding of modern physiology. It is not on the shaft. It is not a muscle you exercise at the gym, and most men have never even thought about it. Yet, this one simple routine, done with a common natural oil, can bring back confidence and performance in ways that might truly surprise you. In this video, I am going to reveal exactly where that spot is, why it is so powerful, and how you can start using it tonight to naturally strengthen your erections. By the end of this video, you will understand why castor oil can be such a powerful ally for blood flow, nerve sensitivity, and hormonal balance. You will also learn exactly where to apply it, how often, and what changes you might expect over the coming weeks. So please stay with me, because the details here truly matter. Before I tell you about the exact spot and the method for applying the castor oil, we first need to understand what is really going on inside the male body after the age of 50. You see, an erection is not just a moment of arousal or a simple physical reaction. It is one of the most complex events your body can produce. It requires the perfect coordination between your brain, your hormone system, your network of sensitive nerves, and a precise response from your blood vessels. If even one of these elements slows down or becomes less efficient, the entire process can feel weaker, slower, or less reliable. With time, the blood vessels that supply your erectile tissue can lose some of their natural flexibility. Think of them like brand new, elastic hoses that can easily expand to allow a powerful rush of water. Over the years, these hoses can become a bit stiffer and less able to open wide. This means less blood can rush in when you need it for firmness. Furthermore, for an erection to be maintained, that blood needs to be trapped inside the erectile chambers. This involves tiny muscles and valves that can also become less effective with age, making it harder to keep the blood from flowing back out too soon. At the same time, your testosterone levels, the hormones that fuel not only desire but also tissue health, may begin to decline, little by little. This isn't a sudden drop, but a gradual shift that can influence your energy, your mood, and the very strength of your erections. Testosterone plays a vital role in maintaining the health and responsiveness of the tissues in the penis, so when levels are lower, the physical response can be less robust. Another change that often goes unnoticed is in the tiny nerve endings that carry signals of pleasure from the penis to the brain. These signals are what trigger and sustain arousal. Over the decades, these nerve endings can lose some of their sensitivity, meaning the same touch or stimulation that once sparked a strong response may now feel muted. This can make it more difficult to become fully aroused and, consequently, to achieve a firm erection. And we cannot forget about the pelvic floor muscles. These deep, often overlooked muscles act like a locking mechanism to keep blood in the penis once it's there. They are essential for rigidity. With age, and without specific exercise, these muscles can weaken. And when they do, erections are more likely to fade before you want them to. Now, here's the point where many men start to lose hope. They assume this slow decline is just an unavoidable part of aging, and that nothing can be done to turn it around. I can tell you from years of working with patients that this is simply not true. The body, even past 50, still has a remarkable capacity for recovery and regeneration if you give it the right kind of stimulation, care, and environment. When you target the right structures, the muscles, the blood vessels, the nerves, you can restore vitality in ways that feel almost like turning back the clock. And this is exactly where castor oil becomes such a surprising and powerful tool. And while we're about to explore one powerful natural method right now, I feel it's my duty to share a recent breakthrough that's helping tens of thousands of men experience these kinds of results faster than they ever imagined possible. It's a bizarrely simple, 100% natural home remedy that takes just 7 seconds a day. This method not only addresses the circulatory and nerve issues we've just discussed, but also targets the real scientific root cause of male performance problems in a way that's astonishingly effective. Men who use it report feeling a surge in desire and the power to get hard as steel on command, often for as long as they desire, without risky pills or lifestyle changes. To discover this breakthrough 7-second method for yourself, just open your phone's camera and point it at the QR code you see on the screen right now. Go ahead, scan it now. I've also pinned the link right at the top of the comments below this video for easy access. Okay, now that you have that open in another tab to check out later, let's dive into another incredible tool you can add to your arsenal. It is not a magic potion, but when applied to the right place in the right way, it can support circulation, wake up dormant nerve endings, and help recondition the pelvic area for stronger, more dependable erections. In just a moment, I will show you exactly how to use it. Castor oil is not just any ordinary oil you might find in your kitchen or bathroom cabinet. It has a very unique composition with a thick, viscous texture that allows it to penetrate deeply into the skin's layers. The most important part of which is a natural compound called ricinoleic acid. This unique fatty acid, which makes up about 90% of the oil, is what gives castor oil its remarkable healing properties. So how does this translate to better erections? First, ricinoleic acid is a powerful natural anti-inflammatory. Over time, the tissues in the pelvic region can hold onto low-grade inflammation and tension, which can constrict blood vessels and impede nerve function. When you apply castor oil, it works to calm this irritation deep within the tissues, soothing areas that may be tight or under strain. This relaxation is the first step toward restoring healthy function. Second, castor oil supports blood circulation. As we discussed, healthy erections depend on a powerful rush of blood. Castor oil helps blood vessels relax and open, a process known as vasodilation. This allows more oxygen-rich blood to flow freely into the erectile tissues when you become aroused, leading to a fuller, firmer erection. It's like turning a narrow, constricted pathway into a wide-open highway for blood flow. Third, and this is a point many men overlook, is its effect on the nerves. Castor oil is incredibly effective at nourishing and stimulating those delicate nerve endings that may have become less responsive with age. Think of it like gently reawakening a pathway that has been quiet for too long. This renewed nerve activity can mean greater sensitivity, more natural arousal, and a stronger brain-body connection during intimacy. And perhaps just as importantly, it encourages the lymphatic system, your body's internal cleaning crew, to move more efficiently. The lymphatic system is responsible for clearing away built-up toxins and waste products from your tissues. When this system is sluggish, healing and regeneration can be slow. By stimulating lymphatic flow in the pelvic region, you are helping your body cleanse and rejuvenate the very tissues responsible for erectile function. These qualities are why, for hundreds of years, castor oil packs have been used in traditional medicine across cultures. People would apply them to the abdomen to stimulate sluggish organs like the liver, to sore joints to ease pain, or to the skin to speed up recovery from injury. The oil's deep, penetrating nature made it a favorite remedy for problems that needed more than surface-level treatment. When we focus on male sexual health, the real magic of castor oil lies in the same ability to sink deeply into tissues. It doesn't just sit on top of the skin, it moves through the layers, reaching the underlying muscles, blood vessels, and nerve endings. When applied over the key zones that influence erectile function, castor oil can help muscles release long-held tension, improve the openness of blood vessels, and bring fresh, nourishing blood to the erectile tissues. So, where exactly should this be applied? The secret spot is not actually on the shaft itself, as many might assume. It is the perineum, that soft, slightly muscular area located between the scrotum and the anus. Although it might not seem like an obvious choice, this small area is, in fact, a major crossroads for some of the most important structures that control erections. Beneath this layer of skin lies the bulbospongiosus muscle, which acts almost like a natural clamp, helping to trap blood inside the penis and maintain firmness. Massaging this muscle directly helps it to relax, release stored tension, and function more effectively. Running through this region are also branches of the pudendal nerve, which is the primary nerve that carries the crucial signals of arousal and sensation to and from the brain. By stimulating this area, you are directly communicating with the superhighway of your sexual response system. Alongside these nerves are the arteries that supply fresh, oxygen-rich blood directly to the erectile tissue. In other words, this is not just a patch of skin, it is a control hub for sexual performance. When you apply castor oil here, you are doing far more than simply moisturizing the surface. You are delivering its deep, penetrating properties right into the core of your pelvic floor. Here's how to do it correctly so you get the maximum benefit. First, begin by making sure the area is clean and completely dry. This ensures that the oil can absorb deeply without any barrier on the skin. It's also important to choose a high-quality, pure, cold-pressed, and hexane-free castor oil. I cannot stress enough the importance of using a quality, unrefined oil, as this keeps all of its natural, beneficial compounds intact. Next, take a teaspoon of the oil and warm it gently. You can do this simply by rubbing it slowly between your fingers and palms for a minute, or by placing the teaspoon in a small bowl of warm water for a few minutes. You are not looking for high heat, just enough to make it pleasantly warm when it touches your skin. This warmth helps to relax the muscles and open up the pores, allowing for even deeper penetration of the oil. Once the oil is ready, settle into a comfortable position where you can easily reach the perineum. For many men, this means lying on their back with their knees bent and feet flat on the bed, or perhaps sitting on the edge of the bed with one foot propped up on a stool. Using slow, firm, yet gentle movements, begin massaging the oil into that area. Your aim is to press deeply enough to feel the underlying muscle, but without creating any discomfort. Imagine you are coaxing the tissue to soften, open, and receive the nourishment. Allow your fingers to move in small, steady circles or gentle strokes, covering the entire space between the scrotum and the anus. Spend at least 2 to 3 minutes here, longer if you can. This is not about speed. It is about giving your body the time to respond. Many men find that focusing on their breathing while doing this, slow inhale, slow exhale, helps release even more tension and encourages the body to welcome the sensation. For an added boost, once the massage is complete, you can place a warm compress or a folded towel that has been dipped in warm water over the area for about 15 minutes. The combination of heat and oil creates a deeper level of penetration into the tissues and enhances circulation even further. You might feel a gentle warmth spreading across your pelvic region. This is a sign that blood flow is increasing. I recommend making this a calming, end-of-day ritual. Doing it in the evening, when your body is already beginning to unwind, allows the tissues to stay relaxed and continue absorbing the oil overnight without interruption. With regular practice, this simple routine can become a quiet, restorative habit that supports not only your intimate health, but also your overall sense of well-being. Some men tell me they begin noticing subtle changes within just a few days, perhaps a gentle warmth, a light tingling sensation, or a feeling of more aliveness in the pelvic area. For others, the improvements build more slowly, often taking 2 to 4 weeks of regular application before they notice clear signs, like stronger morning firmness or the ability to maintain an erection more reliably during intimacy. Everybody responds at its own pace, and that is perfectly normal. What is important to remember is that this is not a quick, artificial boost like a pill. Instead, it is a process of gently retraining your body, reconditioning your tissues, and restoring the natural mechanisms that support healthy function. Of course, castor oil alone will give you the best results when it is supported by healthy daily habits that nourish your circulation and balance your hormones. Think of the castor oil massage as the targeted treatment, while these lifestyle adjustments create the optimal internal environment for it to work. First, Make it a priority to stay well hydrated throughout the day. Water is essential for healthy blood volume and viscosity. When you are dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker and harder to pump, which directly affects your circulatory system's ability to deliver a strong flow of blood to the penis. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day, more if you're active or live in a warm climate. Next, pay attention to your diet. Include plenty of leafy greens and beets in your meals. These vegetables are rich in nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a powerful compound that helps blood vessels open wider and deliver more oxygen to every part of your body, including your most intimate areas. A diet rich in these foods acts as a natural circulation booster. Also, choose foods rich in healthy fats, like salmon, walnuts, and extra virgin olive oil. These fats provide the essential building blocks for healthy testosterone levels and supple blood vessel walls. Testosterone is a key driver of libido and erectile function, and giving your body the raw materials it needs to produce it is crucial, especially as you get older. In addition to diet, consider adding gentle pelvic floor exercises, also known as Kegels, into your weekly routine. Kegels, when done correctly, can strengthen the very muscles that help trap blood inside the penis, making your erections not just firmer, but also longer lasting. Even a few minutes a day can create noticeable improvement over time. You can do them discreetly anytime, anywhere, while driving, sitting at your desk, or watching TV. And finally, never underestimate the role of your mind in your sexual health. Stress, worry, and constant tension flood the body with hormones like cortisol, which tighten blood vessels and dampen desire. Taking time each day for relaxation is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Whether you find calm through deep breathing, a slow evening walk, stretching before bed, or simply sitting quietly in your favorite chair, these moments of rest help your body shift out of fight or flight mode and into a state where intimacy feels natural and enjoyable again. When you combine castor oil therapy with these supportive habits, you create the perfect environment for lasting, meaningful change. A quick note on safety. Castor oil is generally safe for external use, but it is important to choose a pure, cold-pressed variety to make sure you are getting all of its natural benefits without added chemicals or processing that could irritate the skin. Avoid using it on broken, inflamed, or irritated skin, as this can cause discomfort and slow healing. If you ever experience significant pelvic pain, sudden or unexplained changes in erectile function, or other unusual symptoms, please see your doctor promptly to rule out any underlying conditions that may require treatment. And if you are taking medications for blood pressure, heart disease, or other circulation-related concerns, it is always wise to let your physician know before adding any new regimen, even a natural one like this. Your doctor can guide you in making sure this practice works safely alongside your current care plan. Remember, the goal here is not just improvement, but improvement in a way that supports your overall health for years to come. So, to all the men watching, I want you to remember this. Your body is far more adaptable than you might believe. Even after 50, it is capable of responding, healing, and regaining strength in ways that can truly surprise you. With the right care, the right stimulation, and the right habits, you can reignite that spark you thought was fading for good and enjoy intimacy that feels confident, natural, and fulfilling. Try this simple castor oil technique consistently and give your body the nourishment it needs, both from the outside and the inside. Support it with healthy food, good hydration, and daily moments of relaxation. And you might just find yourself experiencing changes that go beyond what you hoped for. Do not rush the process. Trust it. If you have found this information helpful or encouraging, please do not keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about who could benefit from it. You never know how much of a difference a simple piece of knowledge can make in someone else's life. This is Dr. Sophia Carter, wishing you health, vitality, and confidence at every stage of life. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself, listen to your body, and never stop believing in its ability to restore and renew.